Hello, folks. This is Bugsy here. I just wanted to chill for a bit. You know, reflect. Not my time in Spurb. Trust me, we ain't. That's another video for another day when I actually feel open enough to talk about that. Hoy. And before you ask, Bugsy, was it really all that bad? Yes. You have no idea. We got our powers, but stuff. Stuff we're not prepared for, but that's a whole nother story. I just wanted to talk to you about, a little bit about myself. Before Spurb. You know, even before we were all the Bugsy Council, me, Megalo, Dan, Overlord, and me, Megalo, Dan, Overlord, and Tario used to just hang out a lot. That's why whenever we're like chilling, uh, you know, you always see us kind of just shooting the shit with each other. I mean, we're so close to each other, even as cousins. We're basically brothers. We'll piss each other off. We'll mess with each other from time to time. But when it really comes down to it, we always had unity. When shit would go down, we'd all come together. Also, in the Bugsy Council, there are alternate versions of me. But the ones I want to talk about today are the S Crew. Who are the S Crew? There are different versions of me from the Scott Pilgrim universe. Alternate versions of each other where they end up with different girls. One ends up with Ramona, the other ends up with Kim, and one ends up with Roxy, which I didn't even think that was possible, but hey, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say to that, really, but it is what it is. It happened. Guess in this universe, she was bi. I don't know. But yeah, they defeated Scott in every version except for Roxy. Like that Bugsy met Roxy after breaking up with Ramona, and he was just kind of there for her. And love bloomed on the battlefield that day. But for the other two, it was because Scott was being a dick. So they gave him the old Bugsy madness. Give him the old 1-2. The thing I'm probably gonna give Stormfront, and the thing I'm gonna give Stormfront especially, and have his little buddies watch. The funny thing is, it's funny when you have all this power and still people think that you're not as strong as you are. I don't know. I guess it's just the fact that I'm more laid back. I'm not like, I'm here to destroy the world and eat a gigantic pizza. Which I'll do the second thing, of course. Always. That's never gonna change. I will always choose pizza. I'll always choose friends, pizza, or my wives. It's a never ending revolving circle of things that I do. See, but here's the thing. Here's the thing you guys want to know. So you're like, well, Bugsy, you know, what is Bugsy Madness? That's when I just go completely ham and start wailing on people. But it's more than just simple wailing. I'm actually hitting people's pressure points. But that's a whole different story. But yeah, the S Crew. Me and the guys have talked to them numerous times. They're all doing fine. Also, there's another me and another Scott Pilgrim universe where he's with Envy. Yes, Envy Adams. Weird. I guess that version of me likes people like Envy. I don't know. Don't really have a solid opinion on Envy. Sadly. But yeah. The guys asked, the reason why I'm talking about them, they want to actually join up in the council. And I said, guys, don't you guys have, like, your girls, to deal with? I mean, as long as you're probably tied to not. At least. And he's like, they're like, yeah, but if you need some help, man, we can just help you out. See, every alternate version of me, minus Raph, is pretty much has my base personality. Fearsome when they need to be, but nice pretty much all throughout. A good sense of right and wrong. And they've seen how it was when Double just kind of went postal and we had to make those robot doubles. Let's just say I was at the Nexus and I was like, I was in a dark place, drunk as fuck. And they saw me, they're like, Bugsy, man. They're like, Prime, what's up? I was like, why did Double do this to all of us? And it was a bad scene. But they took me. One of them took me home, to their home and just said, "Hey, man, just chill. Explain to me." I was like, the Double basically chose all of us, thinking that we were the bad guys because we didn't like Sage and shit like that. And it was bad, and it made me wonder why do I do what I do? And and this was like, remember, this was during the time where Double went completely postal and like almost got all of us. I don't know if he was gonna get me specifically. It was mostly just at Ben. It was mostly at Ben and Reno at that time. Maybe he still appreciated our friendship even then. And I just didn't see it. But in any case, one of the S crew, they told me, hey man, like, he probably was just dealing with a lot. His kid died. In his perspective, his kid died. He just wasn't reasonable. I mean, Prime, you have kids. You know what that's like. And I was like, yeah. But I never took it out on anybody. It was mostly just at me. Mostly internal, not external. And he's like, see, but that... he's like, see, but that's the thing. It was internal for you, external for him. So just think of it like that. I think that's one of the reasons I went back to help Double now, because of them. I mean, I wasn't going to give up on Double. That's not what I was going to do, but I was beside myself for a few weeks. The S crew kind of came over, along with the guys, and we just all chilled. Trust me, my alternate selves are my friends too, and they will literally come whenever I'm down. My wives were there too. They were just baking me shit. It was crazy, man. I was like, you realize how much people really mean to you if they're willing to stay with you. Play fucking Mario Party, and you got and since you're polyamorous, you got a bunch of your wives baking shit for you to make you feel better. I didn't ask anybody to just help me or anything. They just came. That's why everybody in this council is my family, even though half of the council is made up of some of my family members. And that's why I treat them all like family. That's why I treat Double like family. Because sometimes someone has to be there for him too. And Stella can't be. I'm not saying I want to do anything weird to Double. This is not what that means, okay? None of that. None of that. No. It's more like he needs a bro by his side to just be like, hey man, you down? Hey, how about this? Me and you go to this arcade, play some whack-a-mole, you get that frustration out, we hang out. You know? You need a little break. And I would say to Double, if this actually happened, you know, you need a little break from all the suction, you know what I'm saying? I can give you all those freaking liquid IVs, you know, all the time. But man, you need just some R&R sometimes. You need some time away from everybody. You know, chill. Watch a few bad movies with some friends and make a few jokes. Although that's just kind of how I live my life, so maybe for Double it's not the same, but I make an effort. Do I still hate Alt Sage? Not particularly. I see. Here's the thing. I have been seeing this through a perspective of as a god tier because you know how I see Doom timelines. You know how I see them as not legit and kind of just doomed from the start, and that's what I see in Sage's whole universe, a doomed timeline. But maybe Double saw something more, something we all didn't, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason he reacted the way he did, and now I see that and I understand that because I'm not seeing it as a god tier. I'm seeing it as a dad, who's been through his own shit, and maybe that's why I feel the way I do. Maybe that's why I'm so just there for Double because I have people there for me when Ultimate attacked every day. And Double had Stella, but he didn't really have friends around him like I do. I'll always be around whenever he needs me because I want everybody else to know that if ever they shall need me, and I know of them, I will always be there to help, to talk, to make jokes, to to make pizza, to just hang out, to goon over Madeline Pryor with a friend. That's who I am. Yeah. I know I'm all powerful. I'm God tier. Boo, 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 boo. But at the end of the day, I'm just a normal dude who just has powers and has gigantic wings at his back. Some people don't understand that. Stormfront, I bet if he hears all this, he's not really gonna really understand any of it because he ain't the Stormfront I know. Because the Stormfront I know was cool. Here's a little fun fact. Before all the Double Zeta Breaker characters got removed, me and Stormbreaker used to just go bowling every now and again. He said he tried golfing with me, but he said, I don't know, Bugsy, it's kind of boring. Yeah, our Stormfront said that. And I was like, come on, Stormfront, it's relaxing, it's cool. I hung out with Amuro quite a bit. He was always that dude that was just like, hey, He's down for anything. I'm like, bro. I'm like, bro. We about to go watch. What was it? We were gonna go watch. We were gonna go watch. Fuck it. Like I don't know what we were watching. I think it was. I think we were gonna watch the whole Mask animated series and then watch and then make fun of Sun and Mask. Amuro was there. He was like, I'm coming, dudes. And I'm like, yeah. Bright kind of hung out with us a little bit every now and again. It was well, it was kind of weird. He kept getting high and slapping our room. We kind of had to kind of limit. We kind of check him at the door sometimes when he would come. Because we had to be like, hey, got that. You got that shit on you got that shit on you, Bright? And he's like, no, man, I don't. And I'm like, yeah, you do. We're taking this. None of us would snort the shit, mind you. We just hide it. so Bright would be like, well, Bright would kind of be there, especially when we're roasting Son of the Mask. Like this movie is so bad. I'm like, yeah. And we'd all just sit down and like talk about how Son of the Mask kind of sucked, and it was so funny. It's like, you guys do know that there was a dude that won a contest to be in the Mask too, and he got gypped. I was like, yeah, I heard about that. I need to go look in on that more. We're just chilling. Like, remember, between every arc, it's usually just all of us chilling. I mean, I kind of would want Alt Sage to chill with us, but I'm a little bit skeptical on what she'd actually do. And no offense to Double if you're watching. No offense. No offense. You my bro, you my homie, and I care about you. But like, I don't know. I'm just like a little bit on the skeptical side of the stage. Not saying she would not saying she would like do anything, but I just feel like there's a lot of, well, not malice. It's more like she just wants to control everything, because in her universe, Seto took all the control. Seto had all the control, all the power, and I guess to her, it seemed intoxicating. You know? All versions of us got taken away to Black Bomber of all things. Ew, by the way. Fucking gross. Well, the others pretty much got broken spirits and no one was around, so she just had to pull everything together. You know? I don't think she's ever really had like other friends outside of, well, the people that follow her. Yeah, she ain't had that, girlfriend is like, hey, maybe you need to chill a little bit, Because, whether you're a dude or a chick, you need to have that one person that goes, hey, bro, you need to calm it down a little bit. You're going a little too off the reservation. Sometimes you need that. You need that more than anything. Sometimes. Most of the time, you think about these things. Double doesn't really need it. Ain't really calling on us right now. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Do I hate Alt Sage? No. Do I think she needs to kind of own up to what she did? Yeah. Maybe like community service for like a week, for like a month, for like a year or so. Something less harsh, but something that says, yeah, you messed up, but we're kind of giving you community service so you can actually get to know us all a little bit more, and not wanting to control us. Because I feel like the whole bowing thing is really just her way of just trying to regain control in some aspect of her life. She has all the control, but the fact that we don't bow to her, the fact that we don't give her that control, is what she really, really wants. She wants to control everything so she can feel a little bit maybe sane. Maybe she just feels like she needs to do this because maybe that's all she knows. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff when you really think about it. Maybe that's why Sage is the way she is. I can't really justify everything she's done, but it, you know, when you take a few minutes and you're a being like me who has lived for like eons and eons, you start thinking. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying we welcome Sage with open arms, but maybe us giving her community service would be a better idea. And we can all just keep an eye on her just in case she does something that is out of line. Easily. No throwing her in the cell. No executing her. Just act. Maybe that's what we all need to do. I don't know, man. I know Reno feels a certain kind of way about it. I know Ben feels a certain kind of way about it. But I feel like deep in my heart, that's what we need to do. Something that's a light touch, but at the same time, is like, hey, you still did wrong. But hey, maybe if you get to know us, talk to us, chill with us, maybe you'll learn something. You know, sorry to put my age on. Sorry to put my age, but hey, sometimes having seniority kind of works when you think about it. But that's all I got. That's all I got for now. I am going to just chill on this couch and probably watch some broadcasts with the guys, since we're all kind of just waiting for the Titans to do something. We got alarms and shit, so if something happens, we're like, fuck yeah, let's go. But I'll see you later. This has been a moment with Bugsy Prime. I shall see you all next time. And yeah, I'll talk about Spurb at some point. Just know it won't be now, or just know it won't be this week or next week. It's a lot of trauma I gotta freaking unravel. Okay, it's not something that just you can just tell easily. Just saying.